What's up, guys? Red Devil Ace, and today is the third and final day of EVO. I showed up a lot earlier than usual because, as you can see, there's barely anyone on the pool floor. But today is arena day, so should be expecting some really big announcements happening over there in the arena entrance, but also lots of stuff to do today. I mean, for starters, I completed the scavenger hunt, so I got this little guy from the guys over here in Chipotle, and I did not know this thing was a Yutsu's, which is really, really cool. And for completing the scavenger hunt, they also gave me a Chipotle coin, which is the same thing I did for the indie dev floor, that if you do a certain thing, then they give you a coin for a gacha pull. So I'm about to do that right now. And also on the bucket list for today is to take pictures with the SF6 producers and fight Jay Wong in Street Fighter 3. I might get my ass kicked, but it should be a lot of fun. So let's get the day started right. Alright, so time to test my luck for third time. And Chipotle gacha. So first time I went high, second time I went middle. Let's see if going low is the trick here.
There's like a little stick and then there's a straight up.
Yeah, that one was just straight up.
Oh yeah. We were right here.
So again, either EVO Triple Fan, Chipotle for a year, or a nice commemorative pin. So that's what I get.
Oh, okay. Oh, I play League of Legends, so this is fun.
Oh yeah, can I get you?
Oh, yeah.
Baby.
And I got
But the problem is the efficacy of
yes. I got I got a free chips and case. Redeem at the check-in desk at the lounge. Oh man. Well, you know what? Each little prize counts, even if it's something like this. But yep, that has been the full Chipotle scavenger hunt absolutely completed. I got the little tiny burrito, got the 2 gacha pulls, and overall, pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. Also, one of the best parts about EVO is that they had this little scavenger hunt thing. So if you get all the spaces, you get Chipotle EVO plushie, and also a gacha pull, which could be either Chipotle for a year, a trip to EVO France, and a few other stuff. So let's see what I get.
Hi, Front Runner, nice.
And I got and I got a burrito bus pin, which makes sense because I've been running all over the floor looking for this damn truck. But to the victor go the spoils, and I definitely earned this. So walking around Artist Alley, you can't help but be inspired by some of the art that you see here. And since I bought 4 pins from this specific store the other day, you just can't help but just be in awe of the designs, because like the homages that they paid to certain fighting games, it's absolutely otherworldly in particular for me. And yeah, there's no doubt that these guys are going to kill my wallet today on the last day of EVO. So yeah, so what was it like designing all these pins and all these designs from different franchises?
I just have fun drawing everything, to be honest.
And you know what? Because everything also give me a Terry pin as well.
Terry?
Holy god. Yeah, definitely not gonna have a lot of space in my wallet after today, because holy hell. So yeah, wait. If you guys ever heard of Wavechan, please check her out. Hopefully they have an online store so you can get some of these pins, because these are pins that you honestly can't like have just like a few days of selling. Like, these pins deserve a lot of love and attention. And she also gave me 2 different Wavechan cards, and I pulled out Mantis from Rivals, and ooh, no, okay, no, this is a pretty good one. So once again, you know, shout out to WaveChan for making some awesome FGC pins and essentially murdering my wallet, but worth it. Well, I am back in the AT&T booth to fight another content creator. So it seems like the first day was Invincible Versus, the second day was Street Fighter 6, and this is going to be for 2x KO. And yeah, there's no way I can time out 4 separate times on fighting people. And when it comes to the people that are fighting, I can't miss out on this. So fortunately, yeah. So yeah, that's the dude who I'm going to be fighting, and I wish we could be playing Street Fighter 3, but it's going to be 2x KO, a game I barely have any experience with, but it should be fun. Just being up there, getting on the sticks, playing against Wong, and just chatting it up, and just hopefully I can take pictures with him afterwards, and should be a pretty good time.
Is that a beautiful AT&T tote bag in the wild? Supported by one of our models? Yes, and it is. Does she look fabulous? Yes, she does. Is it all the bag? Absolutely not. It's all her, but we're lucky to have her carrying the bag. Thanks for rocking that AT&T tote bag. You can have one too. We've got free tote bags for anyone who does not yet have them here in the AT&T booth. Your free tote bag. Did you get a free tote bag from AT&T? Come here, friend. Free tote bag for you. Thank you so much. Tell everybody where you got it.
Well, I just got done with playing my match in 2X KO against Justin Wong, and of course, I mean, it was plainly obvious I was going to lose, but it was really, really fun. Playing the game with him and him actually teaching me a bit of the game, having conversation with him. It was an awesome, awesome time, and I finally got a fight in the big screen. But yeah, I mean, Jay Wong, thank you so much for your time coming over here and playing games with all the attendees here at EVO. Now that I completed the Chipotle scavenger hunt and I played against Jay Wong in a fighting game, and hopefully, maybe, I mean, he said that he's gonna be around the floor, probably in these arcade cabinets on a Street Fighter game. So hopefully, I can catch him on that, so I can play him in a game I'm more familiar with. But you know, we'll see what happens, because a lot of people are busy for the last day of EVO. I don't know if I can go back there to the EVO entrance, but you know what? I was gonna do a quick run around, and then we'll see what's going on over there. So let's see what happens. All right, here I am at the EVO Arena entrance, and apparently, if you got one of these airfit bracelets, they should let you in early. So let's see if they work. Are people allowed to go into the arena now?
Yeah. You like one?
Sure. Mission accomplished. Thank you. Oh boy. Right. You can barely see me right now, but I'm just. Check this place out, bro. Holy hell, this place looks insane. And right now they are doing the 2X KO top 8. But yo, this just entire season was watching.
Who cares? Oh no, it's Timo getting hit. He's dead. Sorry, mate. Sorry. Match point. Sonic Fox and Inter. We have just, they're on a mission right here.
And right now, Sonic Fox is playing right now. And there's like a couple of stands over there. Now, they're on the schedule. They did say that they were going to do a special announcement around 6, so definitely going to have the camera on for that. There's no telling what the announcement's going to be, so yeah, I'm going to go back out to the tour, see the arena for the first time, and hopefully I will be here once the announcement starts, and hopefully the announcement should be good. So let's get back out on the Okay, before everyone probably is going to head into the arena, I do have a little bit of time on my hands, and I want to try to get through as many of the games that I left off of in the last vlog. So I'm just going to go do that real quick. In a few minutes, there's going to be a meet and greet with the Marvel Tokon devs, so I'm definitely going to try to catch that as well. And also the Street Fighter 6 devs, so that's 2 devs in one day, which is pretty nuts if you ask me. So let's see what more the indie world has to offer when it comes to fighting games. So let's get into it.
Pretty much everybody is close to vaguely like Earth, but also alien. So you have somebody like this who's somewhat based on a clam or a bat or a frog, but just like you see like in the old Star Trek show, you can see a bunch of human variations, people with one eye or a forehead or something. Just think of that, but for all the animals. Board and B, we're using on the front. These will be that one. That is this is the smoke screen you can hide behind.
So it's definitely a little more atmospheric, but you just
Like,
all these hands-on animations.
your character is actually our most rushed down, rushed down character. She's got a lot of teleport options. Try fireball with the parry button. Parry button A. And you can teleport the other way back. Hold the button and go high. Similar to like a Strider or and she also has a trap reverse fireball parry. She'll leave that on the stage. So similar to like Kimberly's great main dance. The character I'm playing floats mind.
Interesting.
Will attack you next time I attack.
Yeah. So like the mind's going visible.
So I can sort of hit you, use the mind to ping pong you back to me, and then continue my combat.
And there was sort of like rock paper scissors, like rock paper scissors.
That's just for fun, yeah. FGC people like rock paper scissors.
One thing I find very unique is that
We have a lot of vertical stuff that affects air motion, as you can see from that. So if I have too much stuff up top, it's going to make it really hard to play. Your parries, by the way, will all reflect the projectiles. So,
how many years did it take to work on this game to get into it?
this is year 4.
I can see like a lot of I can see like a lot of animations or like policies or I think I can say like very, very well made.
Thanks. Kind of winging it. My first time trying to do any animation.
They're really good, honestly. And what is the
So these are all one species of alien, but they're sort of like invasion of the body snatchers kind of aliens. And what they're doing here is having a tournament where they're using the bodies of the conquered species. And they're wearing them and fighting with different species bodies.
That's a lot to take in. Oh my god. And is there like one board for single tournament or is this basically like a free for all?
Well, it actually takes place on a military base. So they're in the process of conquering another planet. And in fact, this is the newest recruit in the game, and this is the sort of drill sergeant, sort of combat commander.
And like say one of the bodies, say one of the species loses, what happens to the species then?
Oh, nothing. It's just just for funsies. Yeah.
Like eliminated from the tournament.
Well, the bodies are just kind of disposable. So whenever you see whenever one of us wins, you'll see the body is completely destroyed. They just have backups, and they'll just grab another one and inhabit that body.
That is some
See, they're heavily parasites. The bodies are the hosts.
like that is some Marvel type.
Exactly. Yeah. That's. It helps visually to know when you've won and the other body is just disintegrating.
And I think that interesting that you have like a parry counter, best anti-air. That is something very, very interesting because most people have to guess, like if I hit an anti-air, but you're actually good at having like statistical analysis on the which I find really cool.
I think it softens the pain of losing a little bit. You can be like, hey, look, I got more combos even if I lost.
And is this a way for like players to like play against these many players? Let's see if it's different combos or get
I think if you lose and you look and one character's got way more parries than the other and who's always winning, then it tells you maybe I need to focus on a different aspect of the game.
And I feel like that's like a whole layer of replay. Because most people, when they see their progress, they feel like they want to get to and make themselves better. And you having this entire list, I feel like it's a perfect way to do it.
It's the kind of thing I really like. I come from playing a lot of shmups. We love numbers and score lists, you know? It's a pleasure. By the way, so you're just interviewing indie devs?
Yeah, it's because I wanted to make something really special for my education. It's basically a lot of people, I feel like they get a bit overshadowed by like the big guys like Tohan.
I've noticed that myself.
I feel like indie developers are special in a way because they're not making games just for monetary. They're actually putting a lot of work into it because just one man or two kind of game is like one big all this progress and it's something that they don't hit on itself. Very, very special. I feel like a lot of we need more eyes on games.
Well, I was just going to say that somebody who isn't in EVO is my personal favorite indie dev is right behind me. So if you wanted to play and check out do another interview, he did a game called Pulsar Crash, which is a twin-stick shooter fight. And if you want to play it, I've got it on my laptop. You can interview him and check it out.
I don't see why not.
Best game of the year in my book. What do you think, Nat? Do you have time?
Yeah, let's check it out. All right, so I'll give you the basic rundown of how things work mechanically. So these little green orbs charge your meter here. Your meter is used for two things. You have a secondary weapon on your left trigger.
Right, so that's a shotgun.
So yeah, that's gonna be your shotgun. And then you notice you've got basically 2 stocks out of 3 right now of your character's super, which if you click R3, that'll launch your super. So that's just a damage over time area of effect.
All right. And how was the design process behind this game?
So I had the idea when I was playing a game called, it used to be called Monolith, but for copyright reasons they had to change their name to Star of Providence. And it's actually one of the first games that got picked up by, I believe Donkey, I think it was Donkey. One of these influencers turned publishers picked it up and put it out. Anyway, I was playing that game and I had an idea which was basically all of the AI controlled enemies in this game were stupid, and what if I had an intelligent opponent to play against? So that's kind of how the idea was spawned. I just decided, let me just make a fighting game. I was already a fan of fighting games and shmups, and so I just decided, what if I make a fighting game that takes the mechanics of a twin-stick shooter, but applies it to a fighting game structure. And so that's how the game came about.
So it's like a version of Geometry Dash.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. Yeah, I've never played it, but I've gotten that comment quite a bit.
Like in terms of mobility, it's pretty similar to Geometry Dash in a way, but like you said, with a more like a more fighting game-esque type of feel, which I find really, really cool.
Thank you.
And I just got perfect. That is. And what is the story behind this game?
So the game takes place after a catastrophic event has taken place called the Pulsar Crash, in which it's pretty generic, but Evil Corporation is experimenting on pulsars, and one of their scientists basically realizes that this is going to cause problems, and that they're basically trying to harness unlimited energy, but in the process they create this reality rift that causes all kinds of mutations and tears in the fabric of space and time. And so this takes place after that has happened, and it kind of examines what these characters are doing to try to live in this world after that event. So for example, my character Edith is all about hydroponics and farming and providing sustainable food for people. Ozzy Cone is kind of just a hotshot daredevil pilot whose mentor, I planned initially on having her as a secret character, but it didn't work out. Maybe someday it'll happen, but his mentor was one of the pilots that fought in the original war that happened right after the Pulsar crash occurred. So he's got a little bit of lore and backstory there. So everybody's character in their win quotes and their spoke. So there is voice acting in the game. All of the barks and kind of quips that happen give a little bit of detail about the characters and their place in the world.
And also like from the structure of you choose a character and then you choose a weapon, like is this also, were you also inspired by Cyberbots when
No.
you can hold characters select structure? Because Cyberbots has something a little bit similar to this.
So that's another thing I've heard before when I show the game at events. I played Cyberbots once or twice. I think it came out in that Capcom Fighting Collection 2, maybe it came out.
I think it was
The first one. So I have played it, but definitely not enough. Really, the decision that went into having a character and a weapon, it's actually more like Third Strike. I just wanted something where you are picking a character, but you also have a little bit more customization.
Like
just, right, yes, exactly. So that's kind of where that came into play. Yeah, I just wanted to provide players with a lot of different flexibilities with how they approach things. The other thing is, what I realized after making that decision is that it also allows for, in a competitive setting, winner stays on and has to stay on the same character.
So kind of king of the hill.
Yes, but I do allow you to, even if you're on the same character, you can choose a new secondary weapon, even if you're the winning player going into the next round, if that makes sense. Yeah. So just kind of a happy accident that led to a little bit more thought and interplay between players in a competitive setting.
And what is the story behind Squirt? Because like I see like gold horns, nose ring. Is he like a mercenary kind of character?
You called it, yeah, dead on. He is a former mercenary, kind of discovered that he was being played and used by one of the corporations that is actually constructing these ships that all the players are piloting. So his ship is actually, he stole it from his PMC and is now on the run and trying to use it to, I guess, fix the errors of his past. So his ability is that he's got this slam. He's got that dashing slam attack.
So he's like a glass cannon.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah. He runs in, and actually, he's unique in that he's the only character that gets a refund on his hit you with it. So see how I'm getting that meter refunded?
And
If I
also,
hit you with it, I
I
get
see that you have two boards and you have three. Is that also a part
Yes.
of the character?
Yes, so that's all character specific, and that's a balanced choice. So characters with generally stronger supers have to charge it more in order to be able to use it, whereas characters weaker the super, you can stock them up. And it gives you a little bit of a strategic choice also in terms of like, when am I going to use it, or do I want to use it for my secondary, or do I want to save up to stock up a super to be able to use that?
Because like one thing I like about fighting characters is that some characters have like uniqueness aside from anything else. Because like one of my favorite characters like Wheels of Your Stride is in Eastgate. He has an entire like hunger meter.
Yeah.
So with the meter he's able to chain the specials over and over again,
Yeah.
but only for a limited time. And also in KI 2016 Full War he has the entire bar all to himself. So he can charge up his core.
Right.
I feel like that's something that not a lot of big time developers use, and I feel like stuff like that is like really, really cool when indie fighting games like this.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Again, we're very fortunate in the indie space to be able to kind of get wacky with our design, experimental.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't do it otherwise.
And like one of the big things about indie developers is like you don't have to, like no one has to tell you exactly what to do. You go with your own flow. You go with what makes you happy, what makes you feel happy to play. like, and that's something I like because most fighting developers nowadays, at least, like they mostly do it like, okay, let's copy a certain combo system that a lot of people like, and then let's just add our cover on it. But you guys starting from the ground up, doing something unique in the world of fighting games, that is something that people should pay more attention to.
Absolutely. Yeah, totally.
Oh no, nice. Ooh. All right. And also, does Earth still exist in the story, or are these from different seasons?
So it did originally, but it was completely removed from existence after the pulsar crash. So most of humanity was wiped out as a result of the pulsar crash, and what was left was real messed up.
That's rough.
So it's kind of a warning about the issues of capitalism and the pursuit of profit.
And that's something that certain people should take into account. And I do like how the environment also plays a role in who wins and who loses, though.
Yeah, you have to play around the stage. There's also a lot of destructible terrain, because one of the things I found in very, very early playtesting was that if you have indestructible terrain, you can just get the lead and then hide the whole time and not actually have to fight.
So it's like long-range footsies then.
Exactly, yeah. Another thing, I don't think I mentioned this, but you can parry the standard bullets if you use your shield at the right moment. So, I'll let you. There you go. And we can ping pong them back and forth pretty much indefinitely. And
So
they
you-
get faster and faster.
So it's like kind of like a drill. You can parry.
Yep, absolutely.
And how many times can you ping pong the parry over and over again?
It's pretty much indefinite. It does get faster and faster and faster, and so actually, as a limit of the engine, it'll actually move the bullet a certain number of pixels beyond the hitbox of the shield activating. So after a while, it'll just float and actually fly off the screen.
All right. So yeah, that was definitely a lot of fun.
Thanks,
And I'll
man.
definitely keep an eye on this game. And when do you think Pulsar Crash is out right now?
So it's out now on Steam, and it is coming very soon to Nintendo Switch. We don't have a date yet for Switch,
Really?
but it's coming to Switch.
So
soon.
Switch 1 or Switch 2?
Switch 1, but playable on Switch 2.
Okay, so there you have it, Pulsar Crash, a definitely unique take on fighting games. And if you want a little bit more trickery into it and a lot more destructibility, Pulsar Crash is definitely the way to go. And when is Heavenly Parasite going to come out on Steam?
No idea. Whenever I'm done.
And that's one thing I like about indie developers, that they make their own schedules, and if they don't like, and if people don't like it, well, too bad for them. So
I'm not making it for people.
Play Heavenly Parasite.
yep. And thank you so much for your
Yeah,
time.
man, thank you.
Yep. And that's gonna be it. Well, I had to take a small detour from the indie dev floor because the developers of Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls is doing a meet and greet, so I decided to quickly come over here and get a Shikishi sign before I do anything else, because when are you going to have the opportunity to meet the devs of a game that brought back an old franchise back from the dead into a brand new light and just turning it into something unique, new, and absolutely fun to play. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this meet and greet real quick, and also post and also show you guys the picture with me and the devs, and then afterwards we will continue doing more indie dev interviews, and then until at 6 we should have the brand new announcements that people have been saying around here, EVO, and also hopefully do the meet and greet with the SF6 developers. Now I don't know if that's going to be in the same time frame as the EVO announcements, but hopefully not. So fingers crossed. All right, so oh man, so So this portion of the video will be a little bit different because thanks to the co-founder and the programmer of Cooking Fist, he's able to send me the gameplay so we can talk and you guys can see a more high definition version of this game because there's a lot to see from this game, trust me. So it's very nice to meet you. And yep. And so what can you tell me behind Cooking Fist?
Oh yeah, for sure. So Cooking Fist is a fighting game that's a little different. There are no health bars. The only way to win is to cook more food than your opponent. So taking you to the screen over here, essentially you have, in lieu of a health bar, you have these Michelin stars. Once you get these ingredients off the ground from fighting each other, you have to do a mini game to cook food. And the judges will eat it and give you stars based on which is better. Of course, when you're cooking the food, you cannot block. So you gotta find the opening, and
if you get hit while cooking, it just takes away the...
Yeah, and it's like a big explosive counter. So like you gotta be super careful when you do it.
All right, now that's very interesting. A fighting game with no health bars, that's definitely unique.
Thank you. Can you see that? Okay, by the way. Do you want to move this? Move this around. Actually, I think that's all right. I feel like yeah, pick whichever stage you like. Okay, yeah, so we have a couple of characters playable in the demo right now. Terrence is kind of like our regular Shoto guy. He's easy for people to pick up and play, so slot right onto him. And then Giuseppe, he's this like brash cooker who thinks he's better than everyone else. So he's like an aggressive rush down.
So basically, if Remy and Chef Skinner from Ratatouille had a baby, like the attitude of Skinner with the body of Remy.
Oh my God! Well, so there are two different characters. So we got Giuseppe is the one who's out and proud. Well, he's all aggressive and proud sorry. Oh my God! He thinks he's better than you. But then Remy or
Terrence.
Terrence is like a scrappy guy who's trying to prove that he can't cook. Is the difference. So I'd say like generally the difference is that Terrence is being the beginner character, he can burn food and he still gets points. Whereas Giuseppe being the kind of like vain guy, if he's perfect, he gets more points. So you got these like different like ways to cook.
Okay.
But yeah, and then
Tiger Lily.
Yeah, Tiger Lily is one of our newer playable characters. She's experimental. She's a zoner. She's an Indian tandoori oven chef who grows her own ingredients. So you kind of play the zoning game, you keep them out, and then they sprout up and fight for you, or you can harvest them and make food.
And I bet you she uses like ladles and spatulas a lot to keep people at a distance.
Yep.
All right, so and since this guy's obviously wearing my colors, I'm gonna go with Terrence.
Nice.
So what was the main inspiration behind Cooking Fist? Like you said, like a video game, like fighting game with no health bars. Like what was the main concept behind it?
Yeah. So one of the there you go. You want to get one more, and then you just be able to cook. Yeah. So the main inspiration was basically I've always wanted to make a fighter, and our very good friend of mine, we reconnected after college, and he made we were drawing characters, basically like what kind of characters we do for this game we wanted to make together.
I see.
And he drew Guy Fieri as a fighting game character. It's like really funny design, and I just thought like that's incredible. I want this guy in a game right now, and pretty much we kind of went from there. It's just a logical progression of like what is a game where everyone are funny chefs. And I think like the no health bar thing. Oh, that was cool. The no health bar thing has been just like a natural extension of like what do we want to make the game differentiate from each other. And I just like after just in my experience, when there's versions of it that have this more standard win con, people would view cooking as a bonus. Where I think the cooking is the most interesting part of the flavor, if that makes sense. So we wanted to challenge people and try something new, while also kind of just getting wacky with it. Because I think it's like there's plenty of games out there that have these incredible combos and these flashy characters. And I think let's try something. Let's try something different on that front.
And for all these just hand-drawn animations?
Yeah, so we do like a mixed media approach. So if you see our characters here, they're hand-drawn, very nostalgic, kind of early 2000s look. But in the background, it's actually a composite of 3D. So you see we got the parallaxing effect when we move the camera. So all of this stuff is it's made with like low poly 3D models to kind of invoke almost like a Parappa the Rappa early 2000s.
I can kind of see that too. Like, and also like the art style is kind of like Calvin and Hobbes a little bit.
Oh, that's cool. I haven't actually had that comparison yet, but I do. We're very like kind of like what's the word? We're very like playful with it. We want something to have that's crude and like personal, rather than something that's like very like high fidelity that might give people the wrong impression of the vibe that we're going for.
Yeah, like some like big fighting games would be like too distracting because of its design, but you guys are like in the bare bones of this. Like everything goes by you, like your own spin on everything, and from a first glance, it's incredibly fun to play. It's just like just by tapping the buttons. Yeah, this is definitely a game to look forward to, if you ask me.
Thank you so much. No, it's really cool. Don't mess that up. But yeah, no, I think game feel is something really important to me. I like it's very difficult to get that feeling just right. Because like the specificity of fighters. Very easy to time my anti-air when I have that freeze.
And you also guys, this game also has quarter circle inputs?
Yeah. So something that I think is I should have mentioned earlier, the developer that I've been working with, the friend I've been working on this with, has been like basically the reason why we wanted to make that fighting game so long ago was that we grew up playing fighting games together. And
the bounce back, holy hell!
Don't cook up my face, son. Basically the friend of mine who I've been making this game with, he always was like the expert of the two of us. Like he owned the games, he was like way better than me, and it was teaching me how to get better and stuff. So I think that like having it be true to like two friends, one of whom is a real expert and the other is just like a friend and a fan who wants to learn why the expert loves fighting games so much. I want to make the game for myself 10 years ago, where it's like Oscar is a better fighter. He wants the motion inputs. He wants the game to feel like a real fighting game. But myself in the past would have wanted something that's like approachable, that uses different design language that might be more intuitive for somebody who's not into fighting games, but not compromising on that kind of like core identity.
So basically, like you're trying to create a fighting game, but like that anyone can approach this and like have a different idea.
Yeah, and I think the big distinction is that I really want to make a fighter that is approachable, not because it has simple inputs, but because it has a concept that somebody that isn't into fighting games could understand. It's like, if you think about it, it's a giant food metaphor for fighting games. We want to get Oki because I want to get my cook. I want spacing and screen control because I don't want the opponent to cook. Those are just regular fighting game concepts that I think
you guys have your own unique system. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, thank you. It's definitely like one of the main appeals to me. It's like I want to make this thing like the fact that we can bring it to EVO and people like it means that we're doing something right.
And I see this board down here. What is this board?
Oh yeah, for sure. So in addition to the ingredients that we have, we also have salt. So I see the little guy that came out. So that is your meter. You can spend it on EX moves and supers. So like the easy one, if you do like a quarter circle, but you press the grab button, it will do an enhanced version. So do quarter circle forward, grab. Yeah, see, that one's faster and it knocks down. And then if you have more salt, you can do like supers.
Yeah, like because when opponents are salty, they want to try harder. So
yeah, exactly.
Inspiration behind
exactly. So like so super inputs are motions, but with 2 buttons. So you don't have enough salt right now, but if you go as Terrence and you do quarter circle back, both attack buttons, it's a fast, invincible reversal that will strip all of your opponent's ingredients. So like there's like a meta game of like, I know they're at 3, I don't want them to cook. Here's a way I can rat into super.
Nice. All right, and now I want to try out Tiger Lily and see.
Yeah, for sure.
How the zoning is. And when do you think this game will be ready to be available on Steam?
Yeah, so we have a coming soon page, so you can push list it right now. But the plan that I would really aiming for is a 2027 release where you can where we can spend more time adding more characters. Because like right now we have the 3 playable here. We have a couple more that are in progress. But I really want to get a full 8 roster, get like some real world warriors, some chefs from around the world. Like we have plans for like a shawarma guy, plans for
And she has her own minions that can attack.
yeah. So what you did there is down is plant. So that will plant a little tomato dog there, and then while he's active, he will shoot projectiles at me. But you can pick him up like an ingredient. You have full ingredients right now, so you can't do that. But you can pick them up and that will give you a tomato. So basically, if Tiger Lily's left alone, she can grow her own recipes, making the opponent want to rush her down like a real zombie.
And does each recipe have a different buff, like for extra defense, like tomato, this and that gives extra power, this different combinations of ingredients give her like defense or
Yeah, so for example here, if I make this pizza, I said if I made this pizza.
Okay, so salt, cheese, and
Yep. So I have the power bump. So this will make I will do additional damage, and then the stun meter will build up faster, and I can stun you easier. But there's like other effects, like this green one here is a speed bonus. So now I can smooth on you. So like really understand, and every time it's the same ingredients, always give the same mini game at the same time. So recognizing which moves you have currently and what mini game you're gonna get is super important.
Because I feel like in some fighting games, like people rag on the bugs, like, oh no, this guy's unfair, or this is just way too much. So the fact that there's no health bar kind of makes that defense turn into your advantage. Like you can have all of those bugs, but you can still have a fighting chance when you fight.
Yeah,
I find that very intuitive.
Thank you so much. No, I definitely think that's like a big intention. It's like we wanted to have more of these like flexibility, having some like modifiers, and it's just really cool to see it come out. Other thing we should talk about is the rest of Tiger Lily's special. So she got the tomatoes before. She also has like a fireball, like you said, like you showed. But you also have a DP, which is the tandoori oven. So if you do like an uppercut, is that a shot? Yeah, there you go. So she summons the tandoori oven, shoots the flaming naan at people, and that's like a really powerful move.
That's awesome.
And then she also has a little like tornado. She has some magic powers, so you can push her back. That guy will like stop me from walking forward, and you can shoot a fireball through it to make it an advancing fireball. So do quarter circle back and then quarter circle forward. Yeah. So she's got like a lot of different zoning patterns: ground fireball, wall, slow fireball, and the turret, and like all those things come together.
So she's the definition of the
Yep. No, we're working on that. We want to make her fun and have like a lot of variety in moves. But yeah, let's do some rounds.
And I feel like games like this can actually help out like people with the force shields and stuff, because the fact that you guys are adding these mini games and already like a fighting game, yeah, I feel like this will definitely help out like with reaction times and stuff.
Yeah, no, I think so. It's definitely something that I wanted to do. Is have one of my big inspirations was like the World Tour mode in Street Fighter 6, where they have like these mini games that subtly are teaching you fighting and stuff. Here's like a charge motion where you're chopping a bottle, give ingredients on a pizza with motion inputs. Now that I say that, it's very obvious. But yeah, like I really think that like having in like the move list, for example, if I can quickly pause the game, those little arrows go to the command list. It's the same arrows that you do for the inputs that are for the motion inputs. So like I want to like really reinforce in the the visual language of the game, that cooking and motions and special moves and stuff, they're all related. And hopefully, after somebody is like maybe like a new player who's learning the ins and outs of the cooking system, they're like, oh wait, if I do a burger, I can do a burger when I don't have the ingredients, and it's like a burger special move.
Nice. And also one thing I'm gonna ask: what is the story behind this? Is there like an overarching story?
We're pretty early in development, so like as terms of story stuff is not as concrete. I want to say that like some of the things that we've currently done is like if you ever watch like old Iron Chef, like that Iron Chef Japan, it's so melodramatic and funny. Like I really love the like I challenge the world with my 4 Iron Chefs. We are superior in all ways. Like it's basically the 4 emperors. He's basically a Bison. Like I think it'd be so fun to like have this like melodramatic cooking show. It's so like hardcore that they want to win so bad they won't beat the shit out of each other. It's like a very big goal for me is to kind of reinforce the silliness with the nostalgia. Oh wow, look at that buff. The red buff lets you cancel special moves into each other, so you're just doing all those projectiles. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Okay, so she has special cancels.
While you have the red buff, so only certain foods, like during that, like try that right now. Yeah, you see that? It's pretty cool. No.
So there are super moves in this game.
Yep. So yeah, oh no, the tomato.
Go tomato.
No, leave me alone.
Yeah, it is mine. Oh, you broke my egg. And now you broke my head. No, you don't.
No. But yeah, like definitely the main idea would be to have like more of these characters, more variety. Kind of like how Title is, he kind of takes the game and adds these new elements with their zoning. I love to do like a puppet character, a stance switching character, like all these like mix-ups, you know? Like how do you adapt all these archetypes to the system? And I'm very excited to see. Like I think we've been showing off some stuff, like some like test characters, and the reception's been really good.
Well, that's been all I can do for Cooking Fist. Thank you so much for your time. And
Thank you.
One of the most unique games I've played on EVO so far. Like intuitive combo system, and what I like is that when it comes to Anthem fighters, is that when you have an idea, you're not restricted to back out of the idea. Like if you have an idea, you can go full throttle if you want the idea. And with the type of combo systems and the health systems and the way you to win, I feel like you have more freedom than most fighting games when it comes to creating characters, creating different play styles. It is very, very imaginative and absolutely creative.
Thank you. That means a lot. I appreciate it. I really love fighters. I was similar with yourself. I played these big games, and I'm just like, well, I want to see something new. And I had a lot of fun learning the ins and outs, experimenting. Still experimenting today. There's plenty of things.
This is definitely new.
Thank you. No, well, we're gonna. I think people have been very receptive. They love the concept. I want to deliver on that concept and give people like the best version of this game. So I do appreciate it.
I mean, if I was a judge, I would give this game a 5 out of 5.
Oh, let's go! Well, I've already won the minigame. That's awesome.
Well, there you have it. Please keep your eyes on Cooking Fist because, yeah, definitely something new in the fighting game genre, and it's a very, very fun game to play. So watch out for that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.
You too. Have a good one.
Okay, so just got done with a meet and greet with the Marvel Tokon devs, and oh my god, every single time I meet one of these guys, like a developer or a content creator, dude, it's just absolutely surreal. And yeah, I'm just really, really happy that they decided to go with Robbie Reyes instead of Johnny Blaze because you know, Robbie comes from Mexican heritage. I come from a Mexican heritage, so yeah, that's a character that's very near and dear to my heart. And right here, this is a picture between me and the devs, and again, they were all doing my claw thing. But yeah, and we're just getting closer and closer and closer to what EVO has up their sleeve for a few, like 30 minutes of special announcements. So things can only only go up from here. And the main goal for right now is to try to get as many of the indie devs as much as I can, and also do the meet and greet with the SF6 devs, and hopefully I can run into Wong so we can sign a poster. And yep, just gonna try to finish this vlog up very, very strong. So, you know, final day, gotta have a final judgment. So let's see what happens. Okay, so
all the way down.
Yeah, had to take a quick break behind the scenes because things was just slowly starting unraveling. Like, for starters, I left my tripod behind the artist alley, but the artist was able to recover it. Shout out to that dude. Here's his. I took a picture of his Instagram handle. Go follow him. And I lost my Airheads bracelet, but I was able to recover that. And things now slowly starting to piece together so I can finally calm down. And I'm back at the Legends meet and greet. I'm about to meet Nakayama-san and Matsumoto-san, the developers of Street Fighter 6. And actually, instead of just a shikishi, the reason I was at Artist Alley was to get this so the producers can sign it. So after this, I'll try to take a quick bite to eat before the special announcements get announced over at the EVO Arena. So hopefully the next time you see me after this clip, I'll tell you how the meet and greet went, and I'll be in the EVO Arena. So I'll see you later. Well, I just got done with the meet and greet with the Street Fighter 6 devs, and they're doing I think it's the top 8 for Tekken 8. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a Shikishi sign with Matsumoto and Nakayama-san, but they were able to sign a Kuma poster, and I'll probably and this will be a picture of the full poster with their signatures on it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get that framed up. So real quick, I'm gonna go back to my hotel room, drop all this off, and now I'm also gonna get a bite to eat outside of the EVO floor. I'm not going back to that food court. And see how the hell am I going to bring this all oh, my life.
2,000 years later.
Ever since
Alright, so
onto the scene,
they just got done with the grand final for Tekken 8. Arslan Ash is an 8-time Tekken champion, which I think is absolutely insane. They did say on the schedule that they had a special announcement coming up, and
that's what's going to happen.
that's why I'm here in the arena to see what this special announcement is.
Yo, EVO, make some noise! Yo, EVO 2026! Final form, Arslan. The story continues, man. Heavy contention.
Let's see if they have a switch announcement. Let's see what happens.
You have a couple little surprise announcements going on, so please give me a big round of applause as I bring out someone that has elevated the tournament scene for the last, I'm going to say 15, but it's probably more. The person that's responsible for a lot of what happens today in our community and at events. Please make some.
That's very nice of you, Joe. Thank you, everyone, for the warm welcome. I am here to talk to you about some updates regarding EVO events and projects coming up over the next year. I have enough of them that they gave me some cue cards, so please bear with me. And let's get right into it by talking about EVO Singapore first.
All right.
Next year, for the first time, January 15th to 17th, we'll be going to the Marina Bay Sands in Singapore. There's a date, there we go!
All right. January 15th to 17th, Marina Bay Sands in Singapore. EVO is going to Singapore.
But it's also a milestone for our friends at Bandai Namco, as they'll be celebrating the 10-year anniversary of the Tekken World Tour Global Finals. I was very proudly involved with the creation of that event series, and I'm honored today to bring you some details about its next edition.
Oh. You Tekken character? But the pass is already done. What's going on?
Anything you have.
Who wants it more?
Oh, that's so good.
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
He is one of the best players in the world. Looks like we might have a brand new champion.
Even the Tekken World Tour Finals go.
We are incredibly excited to kick off 2027 with an entire weekend dedicated to fighting games as EVO Singapore and the Tekken World Tour Global Finals come together at the Marina Bay Sands in January. Also coming up in 2027 though is another weekend where I'd like to ask you to save the date as EVO returns to the birthplace of fighting games, Japan. Earlier this year, we set a Guinness record for the single largest fighting game tournament of all time. And we'd like to do it again next year with you from April 30th to May 2nd at Tokyo Big Sight for EVO Japan 2027.
From April 30th to May 2nd.
I appreciate you, man. That's very kind. Before we get to 2027, though, I'd like to talk to you about a couple of things right here in 2026 that EVO's working on. First up is early details into EVO's Locals project. We believe strongly that locals are the bedrock of fighting games. And we want to make it easier to find them, to host them, and to grow them. So over the next year, we'll be launching tools and resources to do just that. First up today is a beta of a directory that will be available at locals.evo.gg that is a gigantic list of every single local that we can find, and you can contact us today through that website to get your local listed.
Nice.
Then a little bit later this year, we're going to launch an interactive map and calendar covering all local events and streams. It's going to launch alongside something the FGC has never had though, and that's a grants and partnerships program for locals. We want to create something that helps you start, maintain, and grow local fighting game communities. Applications for that program are going to open in late August with over $1 million to give away to organizers around the world each year.
That's nuts.
Mary, that graphic was great. We're looking forward to supporting locals. We want to have the first wave of those grant recipients awarded by the end of this year, with many more to come throughout 2027.
All right.
We want to help you start, maintain, and grow this community. Please come together with us so that we can try to do that. Thank you.
All right.
Before we go though, we've got one more opportunity here in 2026 to get together that announced this morning, as we put out a nice video hosted by Kayane in Damascus talking about EVO France coming up in Nice later this year.
Man, EVO's going
Right now
everywhere.
today, you go to start.gg/EVO France to register for that event that from October 9th to 11th is going to have the opportunity for each and every one of you to compete in 8 different fighting game titles. One of which is the debut of Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls at an EVO tournament.
Ooh. they're finally getting a tourney.
May we? To let all of you know a little bit more about what to expect during that tournament, please help me welcome to the stage from Arc System Works, game producer Takeshi Yamanaka, game director and localization director Amber.
Let's go! Okay, will they reveal the last team here? Will they reveal Robbie's team for Tokon?
そしてリキさんありがとうございます。マーベルのファイティングソウルズプロデューサー山中です。
Do you think they'll reveal Robbie's team for Tokon right now?
I'm Yamanaka, the producer of Marvel Tokon Fighting
I hope so. I really hope so.
フランス正式にマーベルのファイティングソウルズがメインタイトルとして採用いただきました。本当に嬉しくて光栄に思っております。
We're extremely honored to have Marvel Tokon selected as one of the official titles at the upcoming EVO France.
はい、そして、当社、アークワールドツアーの、マーベル同梱としては第一声となります、最高の戦いが繰り広げられると思います。皆さん参戦観戦の方よろしくお願いいたします。一緒にリースに行きましょう。
And it will be the first qualifier event for Marvel Tokon as part of the Arc World Tour.
Give us the team,
And I'm
give
very
us the
excited
team.
to see all of the players and everyone there to support. So I'll see you in Nice.
I look like I'm part of the Blue Man group right now.
はい、そしてここからが皆さんお待ちかねかなと思いますが、マーベル同梱ファイティングソウルズ製品版最後のチーム、ゴーストライターのチームリビルトレーナー
Yes, give us the team. Give us the team.
And now we have what you've all been waiting for, the announcement of the
Let's go.
final
Who's on Robbie's team? Woo! Oh, here we go. Come on, let's see it. Let's see it.
Introduce your glorious champions, the Fighting Avengers,
All right.
the Unbreakable X-Men,
All right.
the Amazing Guardians, the Knights of Doom.
Midnight Suns. Midnight Suns. Woo! Come on, Robbie. Let's go. Holy shit! Let's go! Alright, we got Blade, we got Blade. Who's third? Ooh! Woo! Loki! Alright. Right, my fingers, my claw is tingling right now. Alright, I did not expect that. Right, who's number 4? Who's number 4? No way! Fucking Deadpool! Woo! Holy shit! Let's go! Deadpool! Loki! Blade! Ghost Rider! Holy shit! No! Oh, all the variants!
Wait, there's something else we should do. I remember! Samurai Outriders! Oh, we're cooking now.
Alright, Samurai Outriders, alright. Holy shit, I wish I could clap right now. Alright, Samurai Outriders, let's go! Oh man. Whoa! Woo! Oh, that was good. Woo! Holy shit. Oh man. Woo! Open beta! Let's go! Oh my god. Okay, I was dead wrong. So wrong. I got half of it right. Holy shit, that was good. Okay.
Never takes quiz.
Open beta, 24th to 26th.
最後のチーム、サムライアウトライダーズのチームトレーラーいかがだったでしょうか。
So what did you think
Okay, so
about
it's
the
not
big trailer
Midnight
for
Suns.
The final team, the
Oh,
Samurai
man.
Outriders.
Robbie in charge of Deadpool?
今回新たに
That'll be
登場した
interesting.
ブレイド、ロキ、そしてデッドプールという個性的な3人がチームに加わり、新たにストーリー
My boy Robbie got his own team, bro. Let's fucking go.
This is a really unique team consisting of the newly announced characters, Deadpool, Loki, and Blade. And please look forward to learning more about their team and the story.
はい、そしてですね、次は、キャラクターの紹介を簡単に、させていただきたいと思います。
Next, I'd like to quickly introduce each character.
はい、ブレイドは、今見た通り刀と、マシンガン、そしてグレイブといったさまざまな武器の扱いに長けた攻撃的なキャラクターとなります。
You can see Blade fighting with his katana, his machine gun, his whole arsenal of weapons.
幻影や分身といった戦闘技を多く持っていて、
They reference this Midnight Suns on the trailer, but they cross it off and it's Samurai Outrider.
And Loki
Okay.
specializes in a
See,
tricky
this is what I
style of
mean.
fighting in
Arc
which his
System Works
skills can be used
knows
in
how
different
to
ways to
surprise
trick the
people.
enemy
They've
with
always
things.
known.
はい、そして最後にデッドプールですが、
Okay, so leaving the arena right now to take a quick lunch break, but I just want to say real quick, they just revealed the last team of the base roster for Marvel Tokon, and it was kind of like the Midnight Suns, but this just comes to show that Arc System Works knows how to trick their fans. And with a game consisting of teams like the Amazing Guardians, the Fighting Avengers, the Unbreakable X-Men, the Knights of Doom, and now we have the Samurai Outriders. Robbie Reyes as the leader, and his teammates are Blade, Loki, and Deadpool. Fucking Deadpool. So, like, now I'm just worried. Hey, how's it going? Okay, so real quick, what are your thoughts of the Samurai Outriders being announced for Marvel Tokon?
Lost my fucking mind, bro.
Blade in the new
Finally getting Blade in a fucking fighting game, dude.
Honestly.
I've been waiting since Marvel 3, bro.
Because my prediction was going to be Robbie Reyes, Daredevil, Nightcrawler, and Blade or Scarlet Witch, so I kind of got half of it right. And the freaking crossing off the Midnight Sun's name and replacing it with Samurai Riders.
Yeah.
Dude, oh my god.
And that's so perfectly Deadpool.
And honestly, we are getting the new Blade game soon, so
Yeah,
there's that.
That is very
There's
true.
some synergy there.
And also, like I was just about to say, how is Robbie gonna be in charge of both Loki, the God of Mischief, and someone as uncontrollable as Wade Wilson? How is that team gonna work out?
He doesn't, but it does.
That's like the wild card team for sure.
Yeah.
The out of pocket team.
Yeah,
Did
literally.
you catch the toasty?
No,
The little Deadpool popping
Oh,
up in the corner.
I did saw. Okay, I did see that. So yeah, that's the
Yeah.
I think that's so much for my
Yeah.
vibe, dude.
Yeah, have a good one, bro.
You as well. Oh man. Well, just comes to show that if the base roster is this crazy for Tokon, how crazy are the DLC fighters going to be? Because I'm still sticking to my guns with hopefully we can have Daredevil or Nightcrawler into the game, because I feel like those two will be a perfect fit for Marvel Tokon. But bro, it's still replaying in my head. So right now, top 8 for Street Fighter 6 is going to play in a couple of minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and run to the nearest McDonald's because I was so happy I was able to catch the announcements and I didn't miss them. So I'm going to go ahead and get some eats, and then I'll be right back, and hopefully we'll have some special announcements during the top 8 for Street Fighter 6. So I'll see you in a bit. We're about close to almost the final hour at EVO, because as you can see, not a lot of people are playing anymore. Some people are just sitting down, just watching the top 8. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get through every single indie game that was on the floor, but I was able to go through a good amount of them, interview the devs, play the games. Really, really unique stuff, honestly. and I was able to get some stuff signed in the meantime while I was out. Unfortunately, I don't have any footage of that, but man, it's just there's so much that I want to say because of these past 3 days. But I want to save that until the end of this video so I can give my overview of my first ever EVO event. But for now, as you can see, I am headed towards the arena entrance so I can watch the top 8 from there. I don't know if I'll be able to record anything while I'm in there because everything's going to be really, really loud. But if they do make an announcement, I'll try to film my reaction to it. But for now, I'm just going to watch the rest of the top 8. And afterwards, after the top 8, after everything in EVO is done, I will give out my outro and just my closing thoughts for the past 3 days of EVO. So, without further ado, I will see you guys after EVO is done.
Now I wonder, after those
the
results,
grand final is about to start. Is Mena RD versus Shigematsu. The fights have been absolutely amazing, and now we have 2 Blanca mains competing for the top spot. Dude, Killzone got freaking got double teamed by 2 Blanca mains, and oh man. So really hoping for the best of these two. It's been really, really entertaining.
So it's kind of crazy. Fast forward,
may the best man
got these guys in the grand finals at EVO.
Like,
I cannot believe it. You can't write a better script than this. I swear, absolutely not. You know what I mean? Like Shigematsu, I mean, trained Daigo for this exact matchup. I want to reach, and then bring the
one go to place
Shigematsu defeated Daigo in this very tournament to get to this point, right? For the chance to avenge.
Right here, I'm always a big fan of when the stars align and the fighting game gods know the script. We got a big grand finals here in tow. Look at the beautiful people in Las Vegas, man! Damn, son! I love fighting games.
You know, you kick back and you look at this, the only thing that could come to mind is Earth is
and that has been the top 8 for Street Fighter, the final tournament of EVO. And Mena RD is a 4-time EVO champion. República Dominicana, hold your hands up for this man. One hell of a player. Blanca versus Blanca for the final match of EVO. Holy hell, what a good match. Oh God. First ever EVO, first ever live event, and a Latino is this year's EVO champion. Bro.
You know, where were you at?
It's absolute.
Get the reservation out, brother.
Oh my God.
Get the reservation ready. Dude,
one hell
And finally, with incredible honor, his second EVO in a row, one of the most dominant Street Fighter 6 players to walk the face of the earth. Let's get loud for the one, the only, the Bull, Mena RD! All right, now also for our top 3, we do have these wonderful sticks.
Well, this has been the end of EVO 2026. Just, oh my God, from the calm to the chaotic, from the monotone to the maniacal, each part, from the competitiveness to just the boost, the people I've met, the people I've taken photos with, had conversations with, greeted. This will no doubt be one of the best, one of the greatest events I've ever been on. Like my first con, first fighting game event, and I've already gotten a lot of stuff done. It's absolutely insane. And who knew that the JolliBaddies were fighting game heads as well? But yeah, just hopefully you guys like, share, and subscribe on the past 3 vlogs, including this one. Oh my God, this has just been a wild dream of mine to one day attend EVO, and who knew that I would be doing this much? Just trying to make it work, just being surrounded in an area for 3 days where the only thing I can think of is fighting games, and that's okay. That's like one of the most magical things about events like this. Oh God, I'm freaking forgetting about stuff to say. It's just been absolutely surreal. So if there's anyone that I met along the way that's watching this, thank you so much for making this 3 days to remember. I couldn't be any more grateful for all the content creators and everyone who took time out of their days to attend this event. It's just been absolutely insane from beginning to end. So I'm just gonna close this one out. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the 3 vlogs that I made, please like, share, and subscribe. Each one really counts. It always makes my day. And also, congrats to Mena RD for becoming the EVO 2026 champion. República Dominicana, pon sus manos arriba para su campeón, and all Latinos stand up, because this dude is a dream come true. And to Kenny, to Steve, to Shibuya Kao, to the Marvel Tokon devs, to the SF6 devs, to the JolliBaddies who I just met along the way. Oh my God, thank you Jay Wong, thank you Jake and Bake, thank you Emily Wang, just everyone. And thank you Sonic Fox, it was really awesome to meet you. And if I miss any names out, I sincerely apologize. It's just been absolutely hectic. I'm still struggling to wrap my brain around even the first day, because it was that much. So, but this will definitely be a moment to remember. I'm losing my voice from streaming so much, and I'm trying not to be emotional right now. But I will do my best to come back to EVO next year, because this is definitely an experience that I want to have again. So, like I always say, get the blood boiling and the heart pumping. My name is Red Devil Ace, and I'll see you all next time.